Tron. Optimus Prime.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Why throw your life so recklessly away?
That's a question you should ask yourself.
Tron. No, I'll crush you with my bare hands. Ah! Whoa! Ah! Oof! It may seem, while you fall, I still stand. Yo, what's up YouTube world? I animate them, I review them. Now it's time for another new Tron review. And today we're going to be reviewing Transformers, the Hasbro Reissue MP-10 Optimus Prime. And sorry if you're hearing any sniffling in the video, that's just me because my allergies are messing with me. Yeah, that's the worst. Hate allergies. So here's MP-10. And I would like to thank the people at Big Bad Toy Store for giving me this wonderful figure and putting this up on Big Bad Toy Store for a decent price that I could actually buy it for. I'd also like to give a shout out to Escobar TV 45, my dad. Thanks, Dad, for giving me the money to buy this figure. So here we have Optimus Prime. But first, before we take a look at Optimus Prime, we'll take a look at the packaging. Packaging in here for a second. Here is the box. And as you can see, it's more of a Techie Generations style box from 2010. Where it's all red and stuff. You got your product shots of Optimus Prime in truck mode. He's inside his own trailer with roller. You got the Matrix and choking hazard. Small parts not for children under 3 years old. So don't give your kids this figure because they can probably choke on him if he's under 3 years old. There's a trailer, converts to battle station, and ages 5 and up, Hasbro. Transformation, advanced, level 3. So yeah. Then you have Masterpiece, Optimus. And here we have amazing artwork shot of Optimus Prime. And you can see my reflection into the plastic. So there's Optimus Prime. Very awesome artwork. And then you got Autobot symbol. And he has these are his technical data. Strength of a 10, intelligence of a 10, speed of an 8, endurance of a 10, rank of a 10, courage of a 10, fire blast of an 8, and skill of a 10. Although I sure think that these should be all 10s, in my opinions. And here we have the back of the packaging. It says Masterpiece Optimus Prime again. We already know what this figure is, Autobots. He's an Autobot, obviously. We have shots of the figure. We have Optimus Prime unleashing the power of the Matrix, it looks like. Him in his medical bay form. And then he has a semi-truck mode with Sprite Wiki. That's a weird way to open the door to a truck. And here you have all of his features. Trailer converts to battle station. Autobot roller included. Matrix of leadership fits in chest. Snap-on Energon X. Sprite Wiki minifigure included. And ion cannon storage. Yeah. Okay. And then you have another look of him with his axe right there. So yeah, there's all the shots of Optimus Prime. And because this is Masterpiece Optimus Prime, I will be reading his bio to you. It says, for millions of years, noble Optimus Prime has led the Autobots in their war against the tyranny of Megatron and his evil Decepticons. His unwavering courage in the face of centuries of desperate battle is a leader pushing ahead through the darkest times in the history of Cybertron, and remaining unbowed, unbroken, and always committed to victory. And yes, I did rate that in the narrator voice of the Transformers. So yeah. So that should be enough about the packaging. See, let's go to this side. Optimus Prime, again with the artwork. And more features. Trailer converts to battle station, roll included. Matrix of leadership, and snap-on Energon X. So basically the same features that we probably just saw on the other side of the box. So yeah. So that should be all for the packaging. Now, enough of the packaging. We'll start with the figure. We'll review the figure now. But first, before I take a look at Optimus Prime himself, actually, at BigBadToyStore.com, when they released this on their website, they actually threw in the key to Vector Sigma, which is pretty cool. It says Transformers, and then Vector Sigma. You got some Cybertronian design on here, Autobot symbol, and the key to Vector Sigma. As you can see, it looks like it's all this gold color. And you have the bottom, nothing much going on right down there, except it says, warning, choking hazard. Small parts are not for children under 3 years old. Again. So do not, I highly recommend, do not give this to your kids under 3 years. Okay? For your safety. You don't want them to choke on them and die. Yeah. Then you have the key to Vector Sigma right here. It's just a die-cast metal with gold and chrome on it. It's very nice, very shiny. And the key to Vector Sigma and Vector Sigma really appeared in one of the G1 episodes. I don't know what it's called, but it was the one where Megatron had to create some Stunticons so that way he could get even with the Autobots by making his Decepticons turn to cars and stuff. So he had to go to find the key to Vector Sigma and then unlock Vector Sigma so that way he can give life to his constructed Stunticons. So yeah. And you have the casing itself, and wait, what the heck? What the? 15 and up? Are you serious? 15 and up? Look at that. 15 and up. And I almost dropped it. So yeah, that's just insane. Like seriously, 15 and up. Now I'm gonna open up the Vector Sigma thing just to show you what Vector Sigma really is. Take the tape off. So yeah, this is basically what Vector Sigma really is. A plastic, translucent yellow plastic ball with little diamonds on it and stuff. So yeah, that's Vector Sigma, and he's the core of Cybertron. And the key, he has this rectangular square hole right there, so you can just plug the key in, and yeah, that's basically it. I know. Some feature, right? Yeah. I mean, 15 and up for this? Wow. Well, I get this is supposed to be a collector's item, but yeah. 15 and up. I ain't waiting until my birthday to open this whole figure up, so I opened it up today. Well, I didn't just open up today. I just opened it up like right after Christmas. So yeah, there's the key to Vector Sigma that Big Bad Toy Store threw in. Put that aside. So now let's take a look at the trailer. So this is Optimus Prime's trailer. Very awesome trailer. You have some rivets going along this part. You have some rivets going down here. Then you have rivets over here at the top. Very awesome. And it's also a silver color. You have this striping G1 style like on the trailer. Have an Autobot symbol, although it's supposed to be moved up here, but they put it right there. But I don't have a problem with it. It's not that big of a deal. Had that symbol that was right there that was on a G1 trailer, but I don't know what that is. I'm not good at trucks, so yeah. This is other side of the trailer, same thing. Take a look at the undercarriage. Very awesome detailing they put in there. They even put in a little spare tire right there. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so have the little axles down here and stuff. And then you have these trailer stands that you can actually put away, and it can just flip back out if you ever really need to stand this trailer up, just like a real truck. Pretty awesome. Now we'll take a look inside the trailer. So And how the trailer opens up is really awesome. It actually opens up like a real trailer. You just open the doors just like this. Instead of the ramp just flipping up, it just comes straight down. So that's how you open up the trailer. And real quick, as you can see, let's see, there's a Roller in there. He's actually a blue car that appeared in at least like 2 episodes, I think. So here's Roller. I love the detailing inside the trailer, and I like how they put little gray walls so that way it will look like that's nothing much is happening inside the trailer. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's the inside of the trailer. And you can put Autobot cars inside the trailer. Like, you can put your little G1 figures inside the trailer, or even as simple as the deluxe figure from today, like Wheeljack from Transformers Generations. He fits nice and snug in there. Pretty awesome. Very, very cool. You can even put your Masterpiece Autobot cars in there if you own any, like such as Sideswipe, Prowl, Masterpiece Bumblebee, figures like that turn to cars. Yeah. So yeah, there's the trailer. Now we're going to convert this into Battle Station mode. So to convert this into Battle Station mode, it's pretty much like the G1 figure. You just flip out these little stands. And what's awesome is, if you just look at this real closely, the little stand actually retracts while it's actually pulling out. And that's very cool. You can see it coming down like that. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. It retracts right when you right when you pull this out. Actually kind of like an automorph gimmick. Pretty awesome. Do the same with the other one. And you have both of the stands flipped out. And then here comes the easy part. You just pull the little things down, just like that. And there you have Optimus Prime in his little base mode. And then you gotta pull the little turret guy up. The little turret that shoots and repairs stuff, just like so. Now there's his Battle Station mode. The little trailer Battle Station mode. I like this Battle Station mode. It's pretty awesome. It was shown a few times in the cartoon. It was shown in episode 3 and Attack of the Autobots. I thought it was pretty cool how Optimus Prime used this to attack his own Autobots in that episode. And then they had to shoot the little bombs at it so it can become an Autobot again and stuff. Yeah. Just look up the episode. It's called Attack of the Autobots. Very good episode. So yeah, here's Battle Station mode. This thing can move, the little turret. It's on a double joint right there. It's on a nice ratchet right over here on this joint. And then it can turn 360. Just like so. And this part can even move up and down. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then his arm that can grab and repair things. It can just move on a double joint. You can move this way on a 360. You can move up and down. I believe it's on a double joint back here as well. Yep, just like so. And then the little claw picture thing, it opens and closes, and then you got your little satellite dish right there. Just rotates, moves up and down and stuff, yeah. And then inside the little Teletran guy, you have the little Spike Witwicky. The little Spike Witwicky minifigure. And here's Spike. So here's a little Spike minifigure that Optimus Prime comes with. Spike was one of the human friends in the cartoon. The first human friends that saw Optimus Prime and all the other Autobots. He has his little jacket, his little beige jacket, his little jeans on, a little belt, Although I wish he had some eyes right there so he can see. That's a bummer. He has a glossy hair, dark brown. And he also has his stupid yellow boots that I wore in every single episode, non-stop. Like, he just wore these in every episode of Season 1 and 2. But when he got to Season 3 as an adult, he looked different. So he has this for articulation. Both arms rotate 360. And then his legs move back. No, I don't think it moves back. Yeah, it doesn't move back. It moves forward and down. I don't want to like move it back all the way because I don't want to break the figure. Then Spike's leg, it can move back, like bend at the knee. Yeah, that's basically it for articulation. No head movement. So you just have the arms and the leg movement. So yeah, there's Spike. He can also, if you want, you can just have Spike just sit inside of the little computer places. He can just type in a little code right there into that keyboard right there. Don't know what he's doing, but he's in there doing something. Maybe he's planning to attack the Decepticons some type of way. Yeah, there's Spike. Love the detailing in the trailer. Pretty awesome. You have the storage of the axe and another place where Spike can interact with. That's basically all for the trailer. As for the G1 trailer, it had a mechanism where it would allow you to launch Roller out with a push of a button. Like, it would just like push out and then just bring a little Roller off. But this one doesn't have that feature. Although it would be cool if it had that. That would be awesome. Yeah, there's a trailer. And in the G1 figure, it could actually allow you to to have the turret thing shoot inside of its trailer mode. You just push those things down like so, like I just did. And then you just fold this up, get the little turret into place. And then you just close up the little trailer. Just like so. And Optimus Prime can just drive by and shoot Decepticons. Like, pa, 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 pa. Stuff like that. So yeah. There's his turret trailer mode. Okay, and Spike can also fit inside of Roller. Just like so. So he can just drive in the front seat inside Roller, and he's just tipping over for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I got him in a position that he shouldn't be in. So yeah. So there's Spike inside Roller. He can only fit in this seat, not the other three. The other three are just molded in. Roller can also hold Prime's gun. You just fold this back, push this back, and this becomes a little gas tank. Optimus Prime has this little storage feature. Just unfold this, that. And then when you deploy the gun, you just push the trigger in the back right there and just pops out. And then you just plug it on top of Roller, just like the G1 figure once did, where you just peg it into the little Roller vehicle. So yeah. And then he has his medical bay form, where Optimus Prime can just get repaired in this form. Just take your little MP-10. You just put Optimus Prime right there where he's supposed to be. So there's his medical bay form. So the little Teletran guy, the little turret, can just do a little work around his chest with the matrix and stuff. And if you want to, you can also store his gun in trailer mode. All you gotta do is just fold it back in this mode, his storage mode, and then you just plug it into this hole in the back over there, if you can see it. So, I don't know, like, how'd it go? I think it goes like this, or... Yeah, I think it goes in like that, so... you can just store his little gun right there. Another thing about the rollers is size comparison. Let's see. This one is much shorter. This one is much longer. This one, he's a bit small. He's taller. So that's the size comparison with the rollers. They look so alike too. And I think the Masterpiece Convoy from Takara, they have a silver one of these. There's roller. And another thing is, and my dog is barking right now. So another thing, people have asked, how does Optimus Prime make his trailer disappear when he transforms in his robot mode? Because in the cartoon, he just transforms into a truck and his trailer just mysteriously appears. When he's in robot mode, it disappears. And I always wonder how that worked. Well, Roller takes it away. Because who else takes it away but Roller? And it has a feature where Roller can take Optimus Prime's trailer away. So first we just transform the trailer back into its truck mode. Move the ramp in, close the doors, flip in the little stands, and then we just flip this in. Then you have a little trailer hitch right here. It moves 360. You can turn it whatever way you want. And to put Roller in his trailer hitch mode, you just do the same thing with the gun, except you're going to move that back, and then you're just going to flip this up. So that's how you put in trailer hitch mode. And then he can just hook this right on him. And Roller can just pull Optimus Prime trailer away whenever he turns into robot mode, or if Optimus Prime gets too lazy. So yeah. Before I go on to the MP-10 figure himself, I'm going to size compare the trailer. Obviously, Masterpiece size is going to be bigger, so this trailer, the G1 is much shorter. This is the G1, this is the Masterpiece. So the G1 trailer is just shorter, and then the Masterpiece trailer is way longer than the G1 trailer. It really fell out. So that's the size comparison between the two trailers. Now for the main figure of this whole set. This is MP-10 Optimus Prime Reissue. First, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. He comes with his ion blaster that he used in every episode. This is his signature weapon that he uses. How he holds it is that he can just open his hands up, and then there's a little tab right here on the side of the handle, and it goes into this hole of the hand. Let me just zoom in real quick. Okay, I don't think you can see this. Let's see. Okay, maybe this is better. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little rectangular hole right there where my thumb is pointing. And he can just hold the gun right there in his hand. Close the fingers. He's holding his ion blaster, and as you can see, you can make some very awesome poses when he's holding his ion blaster, which is pretty cool. MP-10 also comes with this Energon axe, this orange Energon axe that he used in one episode, and that was when Megatron and Optimus were battling on top of Sherman Dam in episode 2 of Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. If you go on my Instagram page, you'll probably see that battle on there. And he can just attach it to his fist. All you gotta do is just put this where the thumb is, just put it in his hand. And it's gonna be really hard to put it in his hand, considering this is a flexible rubber plastic that he has. So there's his Energon X, so he can just chop off some heads of some Decepticons. Very cool. It's just made of a flexible translucent plastic. And then this part, I don't know why, but this part comes off. I don't know if it does it the same thing with the Convoy Takara version, but it does that for this one. So yeah, there's his battle axe. So yeah, that's all of his accessories. Now for articulation. So he can move his little antennas, his little antennae, just like so. His head can move 360. Head can move up and down. It can even move at this part, considering it's part of the transformation. Arms can move 360. Arms can move in and out. It can move back and forth like this because of the transformation. He has waist articulation. And then it has a little pivot joint. It's on a ratchet. Legs can move back, forth, in and out, just like so. It can even move at the knee on some nice ratchets, although I don't know why you would rotate his knee like that. Maybe he can just have his leg broken, I guess. And then he has some foot articulations. His ankle pivot can move up and down. You have some tapping movement, like he's tapping. It's part of the transformation. That's what he does. So that's all of Optimus Prime's articulation. Oh, he can also move at the elbow on both arms, and it moves on a swivel 360. And his hand rotates 360 degrees. He also has finger articulation, although 3 fingers are joined together, so it can't all bend separately. So it can be like, it's okay, everything's alright, Autobots and stuff. And then he also has a finger articulation, where it just comes out, and it moves at this part as well. So you can probably have him in like a little pointing pose, like, Wheeljack, don't do it. Don't do that. So yeah, there's all of his articulation. Although I gotta say, this figure, this is probably the best Optimus Prime by far. Although the G1 Optimus Prime toy, that's my favorite out of all the Optimus Primes that they made. So yeah, you got all this detailing, pretty awesome. Got some chrome on the smokestacks, chrome on his grill 6-pack. And then he got some chrome inside his chest right there. Chrome on the little gas tanks. Pretty awesome. And then he also got some die cast on his feet, which is pretty awesome. Very awesome touch, because he got the touch. And then he got some detailing in his legs. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all of the detailing for Optimus Prime. Now it's time for size comparisons. Like a good neighbor, State Farmer's there. Okay, so thanks to my handy dandy magic trick from State Farm, I got these size comparisons. Here I have him next to MP-10 Masterpiece Grimlock, and I have him next to Leader Class Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, and he's taller than both figures. Although I do not like how he scales with this Masterpiece Grimlock. I think this Masterpiece Grimlock should be way much bigger than MP-10. Because this one, the Dinobots, they're supposed to tower over all the Autobots. So yeah, but that's my opinions on the Grimlock figure. I don't know if that's what they were shooting for, how the size scale is to the G1 figures, but yeah, that's I just don't like the size scale with these Masterpiece figures. And I just might as well move these Masterpiece figures out of the way. And just because I'm going to have him just size compared with G1 Optimus Prime. Now I don't need to use magic with this one because his transformation is much easy. Arms, legs. And then you got the little fist that it comes with. See, put the right one in. Then you got the left one. There's Optimus Prime. And then there's G1 Optimus Prime next to MP-10. It's MP-10 and his pawpaw, his grandpa, or his little son, or his cousin, or whatever you call it. Yeah, that's size comparison with that one. He also has another awesome feature. He owns the Matrix. And if you're thinking of Matrix from, like, if you're thinking of Neo or Morpheus or the Sentinels or Agent Smiths, then you're probably taking the wrong pill. Don't take the red one. Take the blue one. Alright. If you get what I'm saying, you'll probably know where I'm coming from. So here's the Matrix that he owns. The Matrix of Leadership. Just open the windshields, open that up, open the other flap up, and there's the Matrix of Leadership right there. Very pretty, very cool. And I'm just gonna take the Matrix of Leadership out of his chest. I can't do this with my bare hands because it's just gonna be hard taking the Matrix of Leadership out, so I'm just gonna cheat. Use the key to Vector Sigma. There we go, there's a Matrix. As you can see, there's a Matrix. There's a blue gem in there, because that's all the wisdom that's inside the Matrix. It has a chrome, and it's a die-cast metal. Has some weight to it. Although, the thing is, the Matrix is small compared to him. I mean, he can't hold it with two hands. If he tries to hold it with two hands, it'll look like he's trying to open a bag of chips or something. So really, the only way you can display Optimus Prime holding the Matrix of Leadership in his hand is, well, I guess you can probably just put this in the palm of his hands and have him hold the Matrix of Leadership like this. Just like so. Yeah, it's okay how he holds the Matrix of Leadership like that. Yeah, it's not that bad. Alright, but anyways, oops, and the camera almost fell over. So let's just put the little Matrix of Leadership inside his chest. Open the flaps. Make sure you put the Matrix of Leadership inside his chest the right way. Make sure it's like this, where the two bumps is pointing up. And there's the Matrix of Leadership in his chest. Alright, now on to the transformation. Now, if you want to, you can leave his ion blaster in his little backpack storage while you're transforming him. It really doesn't matter if you leave it in him or not. So I'm just store his little gun right in here, just because I want to. And now on to the transformation. And this Optimus Prime does have the touch, so cue the Stan Bush.
You got the touch. You got the power. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, you never run, you're a winner. You never walk, You got the power. You got the touch. You got the power.
Alright, so here is Optimus Prime in his flat nose semi-truck mode. Yes, he is a flat nose semi-truck. A flat nose semi-truck. Yes, I'm talking to you, Michael Bay. He's supposed to be a flat nose semi-truck. Like he's supposed to. But I have no problem with that. He's still pretty cool in the movies. And size compare him with the G1 Optimus Prime truck mode. We'll just transform him again because transformation is so fast. I don't even need to use magic. So there's the two Optimus Primes. This MP-10, he's a bit longer than the G1, and he's a bit taller than the G1 because, well, he's a masterpiece. So yeah, there's a size comparison. He has rubber tires, that's pretty cool. And he rolls very well. Very well, to be exact. I love Transformers that roll very well. Makes my job easier when I make stop motions. You can put Spike in his seats inside of him. Although, I have never seen a door on a truck open like that. So yeah, so there's Spike, so he can just probably sneak into a place where there's humans, so it won't look like that there's a ghost driving inside of him. It's just a human, because he's supposed to be a robot in disguise. He can also connect the trailer, of course, just like in the G1 cartoon. All you have to do is just hook the trailer hitch into two holes here and here. Just try to connect it. There we go. There we have MP-10 with his trailer on, which is pretty cool. And I'll just bring in the G1 with his trailer on as well, just because. See how they look side by side. Now that's awesome. Obviously, still, he is longer and taller than the G1 Optimus Prime with his trailer on. Yeah, get those two out of the way. Love the detailing of the truck mode, just like in the cartoon. It's a very awesome figure. But what I don't like about the figure is just that there's this gap in here that keeps on splitting when you try to close the legs. Mainly because if you try to peg in the gas tanks inside the waist, it will just keep on coming apart, which is together right now. But it's okay. What I also don't get is that he has these like long smokestacks like in the cartoon, like the G1 figure once had in the in the 80s. But then they started cutting the smokestacks shorter because of safety issues with the kids poking their eyes with it. Honestly, why do those kids always want to just be dangerous with this stuff? It's the reason why Megatron isn't even a gun anymore. Like, seriously. Yep, there's the truck mode. Pretty cool. Love the colors on it. He has one Autobot symbol right there. Now for my final thoughts and conclusions. Now, should you buy this figure? I say yes. Go for it. Buy this figure. But that's only if you have the money, of course. If you don't have the money, you don't have to buy it. It's up to you. But I would say buy this figure. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's Optimus Prime. The best Optimus Prime that we got from so far from G1. And it's a masterpiece figure. It has awesome detailing. And, like, it has a lot of playability. It's a pretty cool figure. I say buy this figure. Now, they don't sell this figure no more on Big Bad Toy Store where they would throw in the key to Vector Sigma and Vector Sigma. I bought this for $160 plus shipping. So that's like around $170 that I spent for this figure. But now, I believe they're selling one for $200 on Big Bad Toy Store. Or you can probably just try and find one on eBay. It's a pretty cool figure. Try to get your hands on one of these molds, whether it's Year of the Horse or a Masterpiece Convoy or any other repaint of this. I say just go for it and buy the figure. It's very awesome. You won't be disappointed. Well, I believe that's all there is to say about this figure. Just an awesome, outstanding figure that Hasbro has worked on. So, if you want to check more images on this figure that I've got, go follow me on Instagram. It's Eric_Tron. So, leave a comment, like this video, and if you want to see more videos like these and stop motions, click the subscribe button. It's not painful. Please, subscribe. And peace. Eric Tron is out of here.